Okay, so we're doing a warm-up from the sitting to attack the legs. So I'm underneath James's legs, I'm grabbing the ankle, and I'm going to kick underneath and go to my leg lock position, like my standard straight ankle position. So heel in the hip, other foot under the butt cheek, pinching in, and we're here. And so James knows the basic escape here, so he pushes my heel down, and he jumps over with his butt. I'm going to catch his other leg, grab with the ankle, kick underneath, go to the other side. And then the same thing on the other side. Here, kick through, back. Catch it, kick through, right. Forever. Forever. Good. So we're here in the 50-50 position. So 50-50 position, our legs are intertwined on this inside. And the most important attack to defend and attack is the inside heel hook. So it's this inside heel is our most important spot. So my inside heel needs to be protected, and I need to be attacking his inside heel if I want to be successful here. Other thing that I need to worry about is his knee. So I always want his knee to be controlled. I don't want to let him get his knee line down towards the ground. This is bad for me. I want to be able to control his knee line and hold it, and then start reaching back for my attacks. So from this position, we're going to work the 3 basic attacks and defenses. So James is going to start off attacking the heel hook. Don't worry about the details. We're going to go over those later. So he's just reaching back for the heel hook. I'm going to grab his wrist and then go deep into his elbow to pull him towards me so he can't start turning. And then my foot is going to slide on my leg to kick off his leg, and then I'm going to cross deep into triangle, which is one way I can defend. His next attack is the toe hold. So he goes over the top for a toe hold. I'm going to keep my legs as crossed as I can. I'm going to slide my leg up to kick him straight, to kick off his hands. And now he's going to wrap over the top foot to attack the straight ankle, or to attack the straight ankle. Yep. There. And so if James is attacking the straight ankle, it's actually kind of hard for me to defend this. I can boot my foot, of course, first, but getting out is hard. So my defense is to start cutting back, sit back, and start attacking the heel hook. And I'm going to win if we end up in a race. So he has to let go of the straight ankle to reach up to do the defenses. Cut through the center. And so on. So now we're talking about 80-20, like transitioning to 80-20 from 50-50. So 50-50 means that we both have control of each other's knee line. If I can open up Matt's legs and scoop my butt out and my knee line is down, and he doesn't have my knee line, but I have his, this is 80-20. So we're working on entering 80-20 and then attacking from here. So we're in 50-50, both our legs are very tight together, we're both attacking and defending. I'm having a hard time in this position, so I want to transition to 80-20. So I'm going to try to sit back here, keep your legs locked. So sit back here on his leg, and I'm going to reach over the top, and I'm going to grab his toes on the top foot. And I want to pull them away to open up his legs. And now I don't have to pull it up that far, I just need a big enough space to slide my knees in. And so now my knee line is down towards the ground and I am safe. One thing to watch out for is uncrossing your legs if you end up going here. Bad decision, because you could always hook this heel. So I have to remain crossed on my ankles here and keep them together to defend that heel. And so now we've transitioned into 80-20, and we can work our attacks from here. Okay, so we're transitioning into our 80-20. We're here. I'm opening up his leg as much as I can and turning my knee until my knee line is here. And so now I want to attack the heel hook right away. So I'm going to put my elbow on the other side of his foot. He's not going to let me just get it, so he's pushing his heel to the ground. I'm going to reach in, pull his heel up to my elbow, and then tuck over it. And so now I've secured his heel. And so when I grab it at first, I'm just going to cup it like this, like with my palm up. It's called a false grip. So I cup it, just hug it towards me. And now I could finish this heel hook right here. It finishes just like from 50-50 or anywhere else. I grab my hands together, pinch it tight, pinch my knees tight, and start hipping in to get my finish. Or I can switch from here to 90-10 to get a little bit of a better finish. So whenever I'm transitioning anywhere from the legs, I want to have two hands grabbing his legs rather than being in my submission attack. So I'm going to grab his leg with both hands, and now I can kick into his armpit, bring my foot into his belly, and then bring my heel across to the other side. And tuck it in and hide it. And so now, when I come back for my heel hook, I can push my hips right onto his knee and across, and it's a little bit tighter and a little bit better. So, one more time from the beginning. So we're here, I'm sliding back. I can go right over the top of both of them like this and cup his heel, then reach on the inside to grab his toes and pull them out. That's one way to do it. Tuck in my knees to the ground, and now I have to get under this heel, so I'll come back here, pull this up, and then go underneath. I'm going to control the leg with both hands. He can possibly start wrapping up on my ankle, like for a straight ankle. This is a terrible straight ankle though, it's not going to work very well. So I can just kick into it, put my foot into his belly to kick it away and pull it out, and then go across. And now relock my hands, hug his heel as tight as I can to my chest, then I can pinch my knees, now I can hip in and get my taps. That's good. Okay, so same thing, we're entering into the 80-20. So I'm sitting back on this, reaching inside to open up his legs as much as I can, and then turning my knees to the ground. And so we're here. And so now, maybe I'm having a hard time attacking this heel, or I'm in here, or he brings his foot back inside to try and defend it, which he should do. So he's here. And so now I'm going to grab his foot and try to push it over to my other armpit and then scoop it. And so I've scooped the heel on this side. Now I can grab my own wrist, I can bring my foot across just like we did before, step on his hip, pinch my knees, and then hip in to get a straight ankle on this top foot. So again, here, if I'm having a hard time with my 80-20 and he's just super pinched and I can't clear his legs at all, I can just push a little bit on his knee, because that's as much space as I need, and then pull my hips in, and then go after his feet. So it doesn't have to always happen the way we've been doing it. So here, I open this up now and I'm starting to attack, but he's just being persistent with his foot. So I pull it over to my other hip and then scoop it. I've scooped the straight ankle. I want to get a little more pressure on this leg. So I'm going to pull these feet in, try to step on his hip on the opposite side, pinch, and then hips in to get the straight ankle. So attacking the inside toe hold from 80-20 now. So same thing, we've opened the legs up somehow, gotten into our, is that okay? Okay. And so gotten into our 80-20 position. So we're here. Now this time maybe Matt is super persistent about kicking this foot through. And now I'm kind of missing my heel hook, and he's punching forward, yeah, like this. And so now I want to attack this foot as a toe hold. So I'm going to scoop under the heel now and find his toes here. Now I could start reefing on his foot now, but it's not, I could maybe finish it here, but it's not going to be as good if I don't do a little crunch forward. So I want to crunch forward. I can put my head on top of my hands, and then I'm going to roll his heel in towards him as I keep crunching forward to get my tap on the toe hold. So, over here, here. I'm not able to reach back for the heel hook for whatever reason, so I'm going underneath, finding the toes here, and I'm going to crunch forward, and then keep rotating his heel and crunching forward to get my toe hold. Okay. Same thing, we're entering into our 80-20. Here, opening, kicking through, getting into our 80-20 position. So this time, same thing. Maybe I started attacking the toe hold and Matt just kicked his foot and booted his foot as hard as he could away. And so now I'm going to reach, try to grab his heel and go over it with my ear and try to put it into my shoulder. I'm going to reach for his heel with my other hand and kind of shelf it here. And then I'm going to scoop and hug myself. And now I can hip in to finish this. Before I do my finish, I like to switch my feet on the inside. So I was here, my foot comes to the center to push him away, and then my other foot goes underneath to the opposite butt cheek. I'm going to hug this, face his heel, and hip in to get the knee bar. So again, here, open, attacking the heel, didn't work out. Attacking the toe hold, didn't work out. Reach for the heel and go over it with my ear. Now I can find it with my bottom hand, push it up, and then I'm going to hug his leg, switch my feet, and then hip in to get the knee bar.
All right, situational training for these leg lock weeks. We're going to start in 50-50, and we're going to just work towards attacking and defending the leg entanglements. So you're going to choose one person to be on attack and one person to be on defense. We're going to set our timer, and you're going to let the person attacking work as you give some resistance, about 20 to 30% in defending it. As they finish that submission, you're going to reset again in 50-50 and continue in that same process till we finish the timer. Again, if you end up escaping, reset back into 50-50, let that attacking person work on their moves for the week.